In this module, we're going to talk about creating a KCS article. A KCS article is basically a fancier term for a knowledge-based article. It has more substance or more power behind it because it allows the user to find this information, and it also allows the IT staff to send this information to the user. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a KCS article for retired employees to let them know that we no longer, or that retired employees are not allowed to have software unless they have some kind of employment record that they're active. So what I'm going to do is come over here to the search over here on the side where we're used to putting in an incident number. For those of you who are not familiar with this yet, over here we commonly put our incident number. So when we're looking for a particular ticket, we would normally enter that over here in this box. But what we're going to do is we're going to change that by clicking on the drop box, and we're going to click on KCS Article. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for retire, for retiree. And notice that I find something about SIU email account and calendaring. So when I leave SIU, what can I do about my email account? Well, that's good, but I want to learn more about what I can do about software. So I want to create a new KCS article. So I'm going to come up here, and you see this KCS icon, and it says new. I'm going to click on that. So I click on new, and then let's title this Retiree Software Request. What's my service? Well, this is App Store, or software, I'm sorry. Category is App Store. And what is my type? I'm going to do this as a question and answer. What is my question? Can I have software as a retiree? Question mark. And so what is my answer? Well, I've taken the liberty to type up most of my answer in a Word document off to the side. I'll probably have to pretty it up, but I've got most of it typed up. So I'm going to go copy it, and I'm going to right click here and paste it. Notice when I paste it in there, it's kind of difficult to read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this magnifying glass right here so that we can magnify it and get it in a larger document so it's easier to see. So when I do that, it brings up a mini word editor. It's like a little word processor. So the first thing I'm going to notice is I notice the first character is not capitalized. I'm going to delete that U, and I'm going to capitalize it. Unfortunately, nearly every contract. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to put an extra space there and put a period at the end. Now, notice, do I change? I have the same font. I think a font size 10 is a little small, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of this. I'm going to change it to a font size 12. Makes it easier for everyone. Notice that what I can do here is I can put items in bold, italics, underline. I can change the alignment. Right now it's on left align like most standard things, but I can center, right align, or full justify. I can bullet things. I can number things. So if you're typing a list of instructions, we highly recommend, in fact, we want you to number things. It's much easier to follow a set of instructions when they're in a numbered list instead of a paragraph form. Then you can change the indentation, take back the indentation, increase the indentation. You've got your standard cut, copy, and paste. Our friend undo, redo. You can change the magnification so how you see it on the screen. You've got your old-fashioned file, edit, view, insert, font, paragraph, and table menus like an old word processor. So make this something readable that your customer can read in the future. Again, don't type long paragraphs of instructions. Break them down. Make it readable. Don't make it a dissertation. Make it understandable. You don't have to use big complex words. You're not trying to prove yourself. You're trying to make it understandable for our customers. Because if you make it so complex the customers cannot understand it, they're going to be contacting you or someone else for assistance again. And that's not the purpose of a KCS article. The purpose of the KCS article is to help the customer help themselves. So I verified all of this information is correct. I'm going to click OK. So there the information is. What will happen is when I save this, a coach will review it and then they will publish it. Okay, a coach has the ability to publish it. I happen to be a coach and I do have the ability to publish it, but I will not publish it right now because I want you to understand the distinct difference. Coaches are very limited, and there are other levels of individuals who have the ability to publish. We keep that very tight because we want people to review these, just because we want to make sure that there's good sentences and good flow, especially in the beginning. Also, what we have the ability to do is to make documents for internal use. Should only people in IT see the instructions? So is this a conversation for steps that should be followed only by IT, that it's so complex that only IT people should see? Or is it something that should only be done by individuals in IT? Another thing, what about duplicates? It's not good to have duplicate documents. So there are two things here. You search for duplicates, especially when you are writing one. Okay? And as soon as I save this, I will search for a duplicate and demonstrate that. But then if you were working in KCS and you notice there's two documents that are the same, you can flag one of them as a duplicate. That will simply remove it and it'll archive one of them. We never delete a document, we archive it, so that way we can always go back, see what was previously written, and retrieve knowledge from the past. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Notice I did not flag it for internal use because this is something I would like our customers to see, because I would like individuals to see what happens when they retire. That retirees cannot have access to software because of our contracts with the software vendors. So let me go ahead and search for duplicates. So when I come over here and I search for duplicates, I have 2 listings. What are these listings? First of all, let me point out what is our number. Our number is 91. It's question and answer 91. Remember that. So I'm going to click on number 1. Well, what happened? Oh no. Question and answer number 14. Retiree software request. Retiree asks for software. It's the same text. I think number 2 might be a duplicate. So let's go ahead and cancel here. And let's click at number 2. Number 2, 91 is a duplicate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on flag as duplicate. What is a duplicate of? It's a duplicate of 14. Then I'm going to click OK. So now notice its status is changed to archive. We did not delete it, we just archived it. Then I'm going to click OK. Oh, I'm going to save changes, sorry. Should have clicked save changes. And now, if I click home and click retiree, and put an E on, extra E on that, retiree. Notice retiree software request, there's 91 and 14. Notice 91 is archived, 14 is published. So that's a quick overview of creating a KCS article.